First off, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone and welcome back to 8 Questions. So I hope you enjoyed this segment of 8 Questions. So the reason why we're doing a segment on this is because I do have a number of patients that have pets. In fact, I've got a number of patients that have received injuries while playing with their pets or doing something with their pets. So I figure, why not do something with 8 questions regarding this issue? So one common one that I see a lot is throwing injuries. So when you take a stick or a ball and you throw it so that your dog chases it. Over time, you're going to find that your shoulder starts hurting. In fact, I've seen rotator cuff injuries, I've seen injuries to the triceps, the shoulder itself, in regards to people overdoing it in regards to throwing sticks, throwing balls for their animals. So another very common injury that I have seen from pet owners is the leash pulling injury. What I mean by this is that you could be walking down the street, just strolling along, all of a sudden your dog bolts. It bolts for another dog, bolts for a car, whatever it might be. You're still holding onto the leash, your head and neck are still stationary. What happens is the dog pulls on your shoulder and your arm. It can cause traction of the nerve, potentially whiplash type of injuries, and also spasming of the neck and the shoulders. So what you may find is over time, you might start noticing pain not only in the neck and shoulders, but also pain going down the arm. So third common injury that you may receive is lifting injuries, but this can happen with anyone, whether it's a desk, but lifting your pets, particularly if you've got some sort of chronic back issue and you lift wrong, that can cause spasming in the area. It may cause a disc to become problematic, and you may find that over time you start getting hip back, lower back tightness, and potentially pain going down the leg. So a strange injury that I remember treating way back when was a pet owner, a dog owner, that basically was sitting down on the ground and basically throwing a ball so that his dog would chase it. So what happened was, over time, this created a lot of tightening and spasming of the lower back. So the next day he came in for a treatment and he was hunched forward, and he explained to me that he was throwing his ball while seated, and he received this back injury doing that. So that was one of the stranger injuries that I've seen. So as a massage therapist that practices acupuncture also, what I can do is I can help relax the tissues, particularly those that are in spasm. We can definitely increase the circulation to help with the healing. If there's a strain, we can decrease some of the trigger points that may occur because of the muscles being overstretched and overworked. So there's a number of things that we can do to help relieve the symptoms that you might have in regards to the injuries that we talked about.